Well, Dave, just first with this lineup today, I mean, is this something that is looking like we could be seeing it come opening day?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think this is a lineup I think you could see versus left-handers. Obviously, Will's not in there today. He'll be in there tomorrow, the next couple games. But I like it. I think that it just gives us some options off the bench. But I think that today, because Jason played yesterday, he won't be available tonight. Peralta will come in and take some at-bats after Mookie comes out of the game. And James potentially might take an at-bat. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, more semblance of what it's going to look like versus a left-hander.
Considering that there's today 3 more in this series, and then it's time for opening day, what are you kind of looking to see in just these final days of tune-up?
I just think a little bit more the finite focus. I think that we're out of Arizona. We're in a big league ballpark. We've got our guys together now, which doesn't give us a whole lot of time, but just kind of ramp up the intensity, certainly more on the offensive side.
Have you seen some encouraging signs from Taylor the last week of spring training, more so than the beginning?
I think with Chris, I've been more encouraged the last couple days, to be quite honest. I think he was really searching, was out of whack. I think he's found a little something. Still a work in progress, but I think the last couple days for me, he's had better intent. I think he's seeing the ball much better. Swing shorter.
Is he somebody who can get right doing the work behind the scenes, or does he need to be playing regularly to get where you want him to be?
I think I think you could argue both sides, but I think in this particular case, he's going to have to do a little of both. Because we've got other opportunities and some guys that I want to play. It's a combo.
Where do you see him getting at bats this year?
Versus left-handers.
Dave, I know it's just spring training, but have you seen some of the leadership abilities of Rojas and how big he may be for you guys?
Huge. He's been huge. He's made a big impact already. Not only with Miguel Vargas, but the entire club. I think he's very confident in what he knows, trying to learn. I love his energy, and he's already kind of carved out a nice little leadership niche with our guys.
Have you seen him really try to implore to the other guys to practice with a purpose and just have the intensity just on routine ground balls in practice?
I think he's had some of those conversations, but also I think that's just kind of what he does. So it's hard to ignore that kind of intent every time he goes out there. So, I mean, even yes, defensive work, offensive work, there's a practice with a purpose, and it's pretty contagious.
Is Clayton feeling okay, or he's a little under the weather?
He was under the weather a few days ago. He's fine.
With Miguel, just quickly, he's incredibly communicative whenever you see him out there. Is that something you knew about him coming in, or is that something you've been learning and just kind of how he interacts?
I heard he was a good teammate, but as far as on the field, I didn't appreciate how much he talked, and he's engaged with his infielders, the pitcher, and I just love that focus, and I think it's going to make not only Vargy better, but also Max and everyone better.
After a full spring training with the pitch clock, you like it, love it? What's your general thought?
Love it. Love it.
Me too.
I think that the players are adjusting to it, but just the rhythm of the game, the time of the game, all that is going to leave everyone wanting for more the next day, and I think that's a good thing.
And also, how do you evaluate the team right now? I know you said that you still have high expectations despite losing all that talent. How do you feel about this team, and what's your expectation for the season?
I mean, just to win a lot of baseball games. I love this club. I think it's a very dynamic club. I think I love the veterans, the youth. I love the depth. I think we can do everything. So we just, like I said before, we just got to go out and play good baseball, prevent runs, and play good offensive team baseball, which I think you're going to see.
Thank you.
What's it like having Adrian Gonzalez around as a special assistant?
It's great. Adrian's one of my good friends, and so he and Andrew talked about kind of carving out a role for him to do some stuff here, to go visit some affiliates, so to do some stuff off the field in the community. So to have Adrian here, I think it's good. It's a great move by the Dodgers, and he's only going to be additive for us.
You know, some of your outfielders are infielders too, but it's still, I don't think I've ever seen a roster going into a year with like 7 outfielders on it. How do you feel that's going to work out sort of on a weekly, daily basis in terms of mixing and matching?
You know, I don't know. I think that I do trust Chris at short, at second if we need to, at third if we need to. I trust Mookie at second. I think we just went with the 13 best players and just try to figure out how we're going to kind of divvy up playing time. So I don't really want to pin myself into a corner right now, but there's some matchup bases. There's keeping guys current playing. So there's a lot that's going to go into the playing time.
Did you watch WBC throughout the whole time?
Did I watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a baseball fan first. That was the odds of that happening, those two facing each other when it first started were very small, and especially to have the game on the line. So it was very, very fun to watch. A great moment in sports.
How was that bad on Mookie and Otani? He just got double played.
No, I know. No, it was just, you know, you're seeing some of the 3 of the best players on the planet kind of face each other, and Mike and obviously Shohei are teammates, but man, I was just happy to be able to watch it.
Dave, you have a number of guys who are making their first opening day roster. Is there anything special, like with either the way you told them or how they reacted, like in those moments?
I talked to James and told him he was on the team, and that was, as he said, a surreal moment for him. That was great. I think Vargas, I sort of maybe dropped the ball a little bit because it was all assumed that he was going to be on the team, so I didn't feel the need to call him in. And so he was asking about what his status is going to the Freeway Series. And so I said, hey, you're going to be starting at second base this year, so congratulations. And he just kind of said, great, thanks. Yeah, I don't know who else is making their debut.
Andre and Ryan.
Yeah, and Andre and Ryan had different conversations with both those guys, and I think they were both in shock, very excited, handle it really well. Yeah, I'm excited for all those guys.
Do you remember, was your first opening day roster here?
Here.
And
Yep.
do you remember how you reacted to that news?
It was Jim Tracy telling me when we were in Vero, and really exciting. Yeah, and then just getting here, playing the Giants opening day, something I'll never forget.
When was that conversation with Miguel?
It might have been yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
I understand that.
Did Trace use an economy of words when he broke the news to you, or was it a typical Trace?
Trace? Yeah.
Tracy.
Oh, Trace?
Yeah.
It was a long, drawn out conversation, but it was great.
Was that the opening day Barry hit 2 homers? Was
Yeah.
that 02?
Kevin Brown.
Yep.
Yep. Kevin versus Lamont. Yep.
Seems like you have more non-roster guys in that room this year compared to years past. Was there some intent on your part to just have more guys be a part of this?
You know what? That's more of a PD thing that they kind of wanted to get some guys here on the pitching side, some positional player guys here to get to experience this.